All right, so disregard the rest of the video. It's a striped bass. You're gonna hear the word white bass over and over again. It's not, it's a striper. It's 85% approved by the ODNR by looking at the tongue and the tooth patches and all that good stuff. Like I think the stripers have 2 tooth patches and white bass have 1, and it's a striper. So not a white bass. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Sorry I didn't get the catch on film, but that happened real fast. Look at that. That is a real nice white bass. Wow. That might be one of the biggest white bass I've ever caught as far as length. That thing is enormous. So today it's calling for 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. 50 miles an hour. And I'm in a kayak. But they're just now starting. I tried to get my morning in, caught that white bass so far, which I'm ecstatic about. But the wind's blowing so hard, it's blowing me up river. Like, look, I'm not even paddling and I'm moving. That's some pretty strong wind. Yeah, got some winds. This is the only place to really find relief, we'll say, from where you're able to get out anyway. Man, hope my boat don't blow away. Just thought I'd get a little video of this stream. Pretty cool. Oh yeah. Water's flowing. You would think there'd be fish where that's coming into the river at, but didn't catch nothing there.
How much does he weigh here, Matt?
See how much he weighs?
He's bleeding like a stuck pig now.
Good. That's what I want. I was gonna bleed him anyway. He weighs. Yep. And he's bleeding all over my boots. I'll just stick it through his lip. There we go. Call that 2.3.
Yep.
2.3. Let me wash him off real quick. God, he's bleeding all over me. Boy, he's bleeding, ain't he?
Well, at least you're bleeding him out like you want.
He's already bleeding out. I heard it's good to bleed these. I think I'll.
They do have a.
I'll measure him on the ground.
Okay.
Bleeding all over me. I don't know what a master angler / Fish Ohio is, but he's definitely one. He's definitely. All right, mouth closed, right?
He's pushing 20.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, he's pushing 20.
He's almost 20 inches. He's 19 3/4. No, we'll just call that 20.
Yeah, let's just call that 20.
He's a 20-inch white bass. If that's what he is. All its glory. Probably lost some color because I bled it out, you know, pulled his gills out. But here we go. Now the magical question is, will that hold?
About the right size.
I upgraded the Bubba size to the 9-inch instead of the 7-inch because he's clearly bigger than a crappie. So let's see. I've only done one of these ever, so probably not going to be that great at it. But we'll try it. Come up in that head. There we go. Gotta turn it. Oh. All right. Kind of wonder. I have no idea if I'm doing a good job or a bad job. Let's see how I did. I don't think I did bad. Just a little bit up there, which is like it's just for electric knives. They're just faint.
I don't even think that's just working.
No, it's not. But I can probably still
Get a little bit, huh?
reclaim it, you know.
Then you got to cut a little.
If you're being...
Is that the bloodline right there? Is that what they talk about?
Yes,
cutting out?
so these white bass have a bloodline. Birds can eat that. These white bass have a bloodline that you absolutely have to cut out. Now, I've only cleaned one in my life, and I'm guessing, let's see, he's just a little bit too big for me to, actually, let's see, probably should have a fork. Maybe I can just do this real quick. Doing it barehanded. Let's see if I can get her. It's always crazy doing a new fish.
Pretty good slab of meat.
Okay, so there's the bloodline. You know, that's more than what you're gonna see on a crappie or a saugeye or a walleye. But I think I did good. I think it's probably good I didn't stay close to the skin on that guy. So, go around his ribs. He definitely, for as big of a white bass as he is, he doesn't have a ton of meat on him. And he's gonna probably have some pretty good sized pin bones, I imagine. So there's that. So there's the chunk we got off of him. So if you're keeping white bass, you better keep a good sized one. All right, I guess I probably should have had a trash bag ready, but can't think of everything. So what we'll do, right there's this line of pin bones. So we'll just cut on either side of it. And it's probably better to do this with a regular fillet knife, but I'm lazy. I'm not gonna do it. So that is just a strip of bones right there, and we'll just, I mean, that's just all good meat. I'll trim that in the kitchen later. Okay, so like I said, I might try to, yeah, there's still a bone right there. I'll probably just go ahead and trim that up in the house with a better knife, but there you go. So maybe this isn't a white bass. That could be a striper. I'm not 100% sure. The only thing I'm finding online is that, like, it says it has 2 distinct tooth patches, but I don't know. Is that 2 or is that just count as 1? I'm not really sure anymore. It could be a hybrid, a striper, or a white bass. I could be completely wrong, but oh well. Like, all right, even though it is striper, which is fancy people food, I guess, I am not Gordon Ramsay. So into the deep fryer, onto the pan it goes. I would love to find somebody that knows how to cook fish, but I am not it. My wife does not mess with fish. So this is all I know. Looks good, don't it? There's a big piece. Those are just the pieces I kind of reclaimed. These are, kind of makes more sense now that the white, it's not a white bass being 20 inches. Man, I caught a King Kong white bass. That's it for this part. All right, so cast iron, oil, butter, striper. Now, of course, I thought it was a white bass when I caught it, because we don't friggin' have striper here. We have white bass, and I don't even catch them very often. So, yeah, crazy day. Hopefully, this is good. I don't even remember eating white bass, and I certainly never eaten striper. I don't know, maybe I caught them when I was in Camp Lejeune, I don't remember. But anyway, we're cooking.
And they're very flaky.
So one thing we're finding out is it's a very flaky fish. It's very hard to flip. It was very firm when I was filleting it, but it's very, very flaky and just falling apart in the pan. So, final product. There you go. That's what it looks like. Let's try a bite. It's fine. Yeah, it's good. It's I mean, you know you're not eating crappie. Very flaky, obviously. It's very good. Very hot, but very good. Very meaty fish. I don't really know. I mean, I'm gonna say it's better than walleye. I'd say it's comparable. It's comparable. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna do it for this one.